Alright, in today's video, we are going to perform a installation of Db2 12.1.4. As usual, we use the Community Edition and on Red Hat Enterprise Linux RHEL version 10. And IBM just recently released this 12.1.4, so starting 12.1.4, so the RHEL 10 is now officially being supported the operating system. So it should be fairly simple as a previously installation, like on other Red Hat release, like Red Hat 9 and Db2 12.1.3, but still we just want to do a quick install and make a connection to see if everything working. Okay. All right. So let's see the demo system. So same thing, the demo system. I have a server name called R10. So that is RHEL 10. So that is the demo system I'm gonna use. This is the host name. Okay. Host name is R10. That is Red Hat 10. So we're gonna use the user root token for simplicity. We can use the user with sudo privilege. Either way. Okay. So for simplicity, we can just use the root. So first, we're going to download and stage the install image. So that is we already did. Basically, go to IBM to download this Community Edition, and after that staged. So let me log on to the demo system. So going to SSH users root and the remote host. We called it R10. All right, so this is the demo system. So let's see. So this is the image. It's already downloaded. So what I'm going to do is untar this to a. So basically, the same command tar xvf. So this command, things I already did, so I can skip this. Okay. So this is the untarred image. Now we're gonna do the pre-check. So let's change directory into the at least we can see this one. Okay. So instead of use as, we just take a list. Okay. So we can run this. You can see it. It's basically everything is gonna uncompressed into this folder, server underscore DEC. Okay, let's cd2 server underscore DEC, and you see this is the like a script to do the installation. As usual, we're gonna do the Db2 pre-check. Okay, so let's do Db2 pre-check. Now this one. So Db2 pre-check minus L is list, minus I, it is not pure scale. So as usual, we can see the some packages we need to install. So we're going to install K-shell. We're also going to install this package. Okay. So DNF depends on what package being installed already on the system. Some probably we need to install additional, or maybe even don't need to install things if it's already installed. Okay. So we're going to install these two. Let's see, DNF install. Okay. So we're going to install these two packages. As so we're going to skip those warnings for that 32K 32-bit. Let's check again. Okay, let's check again. So for those like PAM and this one, PAM I686 and the lib stdc++ I886, because those 32-bit package is no longer in the Red Hat 10, so there's nothing we can do. We just simply ignore this warning. You see, this is the warning message. Okay, so now we ready to install. Typically, there's let's see, there's a couple of ways to do that. So let's see. We can use Db2 setup, either GUI or with a response file, or we typically just use this Db2 install. It's fairly simple, and so it's about just like a 1 to 2 gig software binaries. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. Db2 install minus voice accept license minus P. It is the product. We're gonna install Db2 server. Minus F is feature. So because we are not like run the pure scale or the header, so we're gonna just install the Db2 software. Okay. And you should have the where you're gonna install, but let's just return. So they're gonna ask where you want. So we're gonna take the default is /optibmdb to this default location. Okay, so we're going to see yes. So you see this some warnings regarding the 32-bit. So we just ignore it. Okay. So after install, if in case we need the PCMK, for example, if we need like HADR, we might want to install using the PCMK to automatically manage HADR or header. So we just we can install the PCMK as well. It is fairly simple, and I'm going to also demo this one as well. So this is just option. It's basically it should be in this directory. So let me change this document. So we're gonna cd2 server dc cd2 db2 cd2 something Linux and the cd2 pcmk. Okay, so Linux. All right, so I'm gonna wait this installation finish and then do the PCMK. So after that, as if we want to make some tests, we can create an instance. So let's see. The rest of it is not to the install itself. We just want to do some tests. Okay, so we're gonna create a user. Then that is OS command. Then we're gonna run the Db2. We're gonna run the create instance, and after that, we can create a DB database. After that, we just make a connection test. Okay, so that is the beyond this install itself. While it's running, we can actually go ahead to do some something else. Okay, so I'm gonna let me open another window. So let me open another window. All right, so all right, so same thing. So let me go to prepare for the db2 So we're gonna in the Linux 60 AMD64. So here is going to be Linux. It's already finished. AMD 64 PCMK. Okay. PCMK. So, all right. So it's already finished. I don't need this anymore. Okay. I don't need this terminal window. Let me just exit. Continue use the current one. Okay. So the install is complete. So we can do a db2 ls. We can see it is this software is installed in this location. Okay. So now let's also do the PCMK install. Okay, so the PCMK is going to be also very simple. So basically, in this directory, there's also the script to install. Okay, the PCMK. Similar thing. Let's do a check on this one. Okay, so db2 pre-check PCMK to see if it says everything it's it's okay. All the packages is okay. So now we're gonna do the PCMK install. So -I is means the install. I will let it doing the pacemaker install. It's a basic software. Okay, so here we install DB2 software. DB2, I think the software or binaries, This one is going to just install the PCMK software, okay? All right, we may not use for this one, but I just demo this if you need to use in the future for managing the HADR, okay? So, all right, so now let's do create a user, okay? So I'm gonna use user add. As typical, just add the db2 install one user. It's added. So db2 install one. We're gonna use this user. Then we're gonna do the create the instance. So to create the instance, we're gonna invoke this command from this location, and they're gonna be the instance, right? So instance. So the command we're going to use is rcrt instance creation. So it is the fence user and followed by the instance owner. Okay. So let's see. So roughly we're going to just do a create instance, simple instance. Okay. And so this is OS command going to be add user or user add db2 inst one. Okay. The rest of this is just want make sure the installation and is good to be able to create a database and then make a connection. Okay. And after that, so we're gonna just create a database, create a DB. So we could just simply use the sample DB2 sample to create the database DB2 sample. Okay. I'm gonna use this command to create the instance. Okay, so we're going to do is to this user and run this command. After that, I'm gonna do a db2 connect to sample. Yeah, that's it. So it says the execution is completed, it's successful. Now we're going to go to this user. Okay, so we're gonna change to the instance owner. So I'm gonna sudo su to db2 inst 1. So we can run, let's see, db2 level, can check, so check it is, you see this is the version as well. So let's see, the instance should be already started. So you can see the instance is already started, and after that we're gonna run. Oh no, it's not started. So okay, we started the instance. So now we're going to create a database. Okay, db2 sample. Maybe so. Yeah, we can use this one. Just go ahead to create a database. Okay. So after that, so we're gonna do db2 start. In the real world, of course, after everything set up, we need to make sure this instance will automatic start on the reboot. Okay. So let me pause the video until this creation is finished. Okay. All right, the database creation was completed, and let's see. So we're going to do a db2 list db directory and see what database name is. It's called sample. So we're going to do a connection sample. db2 connect to sample. Okay. So we're gonna do a db2 list tables. Yeah, because the table is under this instance. There's about 50 tables, aliases, and whatever. So we're gonna do let's see, to select something. Let's see, db2 select star from department. So that's wrong. Okay, so this is basically, yeah. So everything looks good, and so you see there's really not too much difference for each db2 fix pack or mod mod release level. So there's very little change, I believe. And so, okay, so that is a short video for this, the most recent the db2 fix pack. Now, fix pack's its own name is called release mod level. Okay, all right, so that's it.